Back to the show. Whitlock and Wiley, joined by NBA champions Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. I call them Thunder and Light Skin. All right, let's return to the Lakers, where most NBA experts believe the team's playoff chances are cooked. They're in 10th place in the West and 5.5 games behind the Spurs for the 8th and final spot with just 18 games left on the schedule. That's tough math. So the question now becomes, how do you fix the Lakers next season? Conventional wisdom says Coach Luke Walton will be fired. It's obvious team president Magic Johnson needs to add another superstar to play alongside LeBron James. I don't think Tyronn Lue and Anthony Davis fix the Lakers. LA's problems are much more substantial than a coach LeBron likes and a superstar to carry the load. LeBron needs the best coach in basketball. LeBron needs Gregg Popovich.
Stop.
There's talk that Pop will retire after this season. Commissioner Adam Silver, Lakers owner Jeannie Buss, Magic, and LeBron all need to beg Pop to come fix the Lakers. It's going to take something that dramatic to make the Hollywood James experiment a success.
Man, listen. Stop it, man.
That's fairy tale.
Okay, let me say this.
Fairy tale.
Pop is a loyal guy. He's not just a coach of the Spurs. He runs the whole joint, okay?
He's the Belichick.
Man, listen, he runs the whole joint, not the organization, the whole joint, okay? Anything that go on, Pop knows about it. What's the movie? You making any money? I need to know about it. I need to have a piece of it. Anything go on, Pop knows, okay? Pop knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, LeBron has admitted many a times in public how much he respects Pop, how much he would love to play for Pop. So if that type of relationship, if he got a relationship with Pop where that could happen, that's the only way. Any other scenario, don't even talk about it.
So again, LeBron he could make it happen maybe.
I think he could, but don't count your eggs.
What's beyond a fairy tale, beyond a fantasy? Like, this is just craziness. This is delusional. One, it doesn't fit what the Lakers are. It doesn't make sense. So many Pop loves his wine. You gonna bring him with LeBron? Them boys ain't gonna ever be sober on that damn team. That boy loves him some wine. It's not the Lakers' way. You have to deconstruct the personality of this franchise. The Lakers, for many a years, when they were having the dynasty conversation, Spurs or Lakers, Kobe or Duncan, was divided by personality. Showtime 2.0 versus the Spurs way. And the Lakers used to say, we don't want to win that way. And if you look at LeBron, this is a conversation you guys could answer this question. Does LeBron want to win, or does LeBron want to be the reason they win? Because LeBron's personality and way of winning is going to be different than the way that Popovich is going to do it. I think it's just going to take a lot out of this team.
Well, one thing, if Pop came, all that stuff that we asked him to do with this team, he won't have to do. Pop's presence is going to fix all that.
What about Magic?
Magic won't be important. Magic would be able to do his job, period. He won't have to worry about coaching or nothing in that locker room. Pop will handle all that.
You think Magic Johnson signed up to not get the credit?
Sign up to win.
Yeah.
They just win.
I just told you, win and be the reason you win.
Pop's not going to come aboard if it's not his way.
Pop's
off
not
the top.
coming aboard.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Go there.
This is a fairy tale. Like, Pop is not, if he's done in San Antonio, I think he's done for his career.
Period.
He may consult, he may visit, but Pop's not going to come coach this. I don't know who wants to coach
Phil
this.
Jackson came here.
Huh?
Phil Jackson came here.
It was a while ago. It was early on. He still had more fight in him,
Phil was a traveler. Phil been around.
Yeah.
Pop been in one spot his whole career.
Yeah.
But listen,
This is Olympics.
This culture is different. The
Olympics
players
and
are
I'm out.
different.
let me add a layer to my argument. Again,
Okay.
the NBA is reliant on LeBron James. Their ratings have gone down this year with LeBron out here in the West and not really a factor. They don't have a replacement for LeBron right now as a ratings driver. And so if I'm Adam Silver and I'm talking about what's best for the league, I don't need this LeBron James thing out here in LA to fail. No one does. That's not good for basketball. And trust me, this is about Gregg Popovich cares about the Spurs, but Gregg Popovich cares about the game of basketball and the NBA.
No question.
And so if he's sitting there going, I'm retiring after this year, ain't no more championships here in San Antonio, could LeBron, Adam Silver, and the league convince him, we need you to do one more thing? Well, we got 3 years left with LeBron, and we need to make it work. I just don't think you're gonna bring Tyronn Lue and a superstar in here, and it's gonna be fixed.
It got to be a special situation to make Pop, because the only reason he picked up the USA stuff, he's great friends with Jerry Colangelo. They real close. That's the only reason he went that route.
Yeah.
It got to be some type of special relationship. Maybe him and Bron have it, but I don't really.
But you got to pick a narrative. You got to think the NBA was surging in interest and ratings the last decade or so, despite their major market teams not playing well. Philadelphia for the last decade or so, no championships, obviously. The Knicks, Boston, the Lakers, all were like at the bottom, and the NBA was going this way. Now you can't sell that as an NBA narrative. Oh, the Lakers are struggling. That's why ratings are down.
Right.
Because they were the big teams, big markets were struggling all this.
They had that chance to get Chris Paul, and they stopped that. Don't start worrying about the Lakers now.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense.
Listening to me?
It don't make sense.
Are y'all listening to what I just said?
Trying to save the game.
I said LeBron. I didn't say the Lakers. The league is dependent upon LeBron. When you talk about the LeBron Golden State feud did elevate the importance of the. Now we've seen that there's no LeBron in that feud. What do we have? We have disinterest. We have ratings that are declining. We have players that aren't competing all the time.
Or fatigue that Golden State is going to win the inevitable again. Like we already know
But
that.
it's a lot of people that don't care for LeBron in the playoffs.
Matter of fact,
Greek freak? Greek freak?
What
Kawhi
about
Leonard?
it?
They
You
don't
think
care.
my mother knows who the Greek freak is? You think she gonna stay up to midnight to watch the Greek freak?
Well,
she gonna stay up
that's
to
when the
see
freak
LeBron
comes out.
James.
The freak comes out at night.
You need to school mom on basketball, because Greek's going to be the MVP. And if you don't know the MVP, you must be watching college. 'Cause he got a good chance of being MVP.
You know what?
He's
You
the
know
best.
what?
They got the best record in the
Do
league.
you remember what it was like when Michael left? You were playing in that
We
NBA.
talking about right
No, I
now.
understand that. The league, if you think they wouldn't have done anything in their power to milk 2 or 3 more years out of Michael Jordan, but rather than him retiring or getting old and can't play, they need to milk.
Fixing the game.
Right, pick a different cow.
That's kind of like fixing the game. Right?
No, we went
now you
10,
playing
15
favoritism.
years with people pretending like Allen Iverson was the same as Jordan, and it wasn't.
I think
I
people's
remember that
expectations-
NBA Finals with Allen Iverson. Nobody watched.
I think
But
people's
everybody was pulling for
expectations-
AI.
Right.
Everybody. Everybody.
No, everybody
But
you know.
okay, right.
That's not.
Yeah.
I guarantee it was more people going for him than against him. I guarantee.
I think
with that.
expectations
I
are
guarantee
too high
you.
to begin with. I mean, you put LeBron. LeBron was able to make miracles happen in the Eastern Conference. The Western Conference is a bigger monster. So you put LeBron on this in the roster, and you think overnight this is going to be a championship contender. They're going to, and I think everyone got caught up in the hype. Maybe except yourself again.
Oh,
But
no,
okay,
he got in the hype. He got caught up in the hype.
you know, we can see them playing the Warriors in the
My
Western
thoughts
Conference
on
Finals.
tape.
We
I'm
can
saying,
see
about
them going to the
expecting him to
finals.
be in the playoffs, like he has to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, your voice went really high.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like LeBron has to be.
But you
Rerun
also-
what I said in October.
But you also
this
got to
was
think,
a disaster.
to real Laker fans, we've been debating the last 2 or 3 months while I've been here where the Lakers make the real Laker fans don't care about the playoffs. They care about rings. So it just showed how far the Lakers have slipped as an organization.
And again, you're making my point in terms of why this is a desperate situation. Marcellus, you said it the other day. 65 years and missed the playoffs 5 times.
yeah.
This is about to be their 6th straight year. Y'all, if y'all think Anthony Davis and Tyronn Lue
No.
gonna walk through here and fix that, it's gonna take
I ain't
something
saying that.
drastic.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah, you're
saying
right.
that.
How do you fix it? To me,
By
there's
cheating?
one solution.
You
Pop.
got to move the
fix it?
Warriors and the Rockets to the Eastern Conference. Restructure the conferences. That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Why not Pop, man?
That sounds good, but it's not going to
Does
happen.
Pop want to
man.
take this mess? Does Pop want to take this mess on? And then outside of that, what free agent wants to come into this mess? Name a big
If
free
you
agent that
have
wants to come.
Pop-
Oh, it's going to change a lot. That's a big if, though. You know, if
just-
LeBron was younger, if LeBron was playing with Kobe, there's a lot of ifs.
I understand. I'm talking about what's a possibility. Even
No.
again, somebody can bring me a better solution.
That's
It's
the
not
only
one.
one.
It's
That's
not
the only one.
That's the only
Coach
one.
K?
The only one.
Not even. No.
Now you say it.
And not respecting college coaches. Not respecting college. The only coach that would get that respect
Yeah,
that they
I was
need
right.
to straighten that team out is Pop.
I
That's it.
convinced them.
That's it.
Pop is not a bad-
Everybody agrees.
No, I agree
Pop
with you.
is-
I just said it's not going to happen. I
Free
agree with
agent
you.
lure, LaMarcus Aldridge is.
Pop is the only one that.
Pop would bring some credibility.
What free agents?
I don't know.
All of them come play Pop.
Coming up, Antonio Brown's blonde mustache could be the next big thing. We'll give you our thoughts. The best and worst of social media.
Nasty.
That was like some
That's nasty.
Back up.